Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map which is going to really challenge our maps list editor. Yes, Random 5, talking about you. See, we have a maps list and one of the categories there is type of map. Is it a fantasy map? Is it a real-life location? Is it a realistic map? Well, today we have got a map based on a real location in a fantasy book that is realistic. Pull that one out, Random, if you can. It's one of those. We'll talk about that in a moment. It's also...
It's my first map.
That's right. So there's one to check off your bingo card if you've got a bingo card. If you haven't, go and grab one now. Link is in the description and play along, checking off the memes as we go. No prizes other than being a winner, because you'll be a winner for playing. You'll also be a winner for supporting the channel, and the best way to do that is to respond to the daily reminder. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Gondor by Cities Skylines. Gondor, of course, a location from The Lord of the Rings. A story that I only best know from the movies, because I just can't sit down to read all of that, can I? Have you? Let me know. There's your start square. Here is your terrain heights. Yeah, we have mountains and yeah, all of that. And then, of course, resources. A little bit nibbly here and there, but you know, again, they are pretty much usable. Fishing, if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, we have all of the varieties. I'm liking this fishing map today. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, no DLC required today. We've got the realistic 1.4.5 European theme, the realistic 1.2 LUT. There's a few trees and rocks to subscribe to. Other than that, not too much really. Not too much. Pretty dealable. Has got kind of, it does say in the description, kind of a vanilla map. Well, it's a vanilla feel map, but it's not a vanilla map. There are some things to subscribe to. We are going to see the regular trees under the highways. We cover this quite regularly in terms of explaining why it happens on my reviews. If you do play base game rules without the Anarchy mod, this will not show for you. And I'm not too worried about it today, because these trees, whilst hiding under the roads and do take up tree count, the tree count on today's map isn't very high at all. So it's not really something that's going to cause you any problems. Just make sure if you do have Anarchy that you don't have showed trees from the start, and you'll have no problems. I am, of course, going to have to mark the map down on this, but it won't be a problem for you in real terms. Now, I've got to say that actually today's map, or the name of today's map, brought back some really fond memories for me. In a previous life, not literally a previous life obviously, but before I do what I do now, I was, amongst other things, a tobacconist, running a small store where we sold a lot of tobacco, amongst other things. And we got a brand of pipe tobacco over in the UK called Condor, and obviously Condor sounds very similar to Gondor, and well, it certainly looks similar in the spelling. And here we go. Hang on, before we go any further, just want to show you the rail bridge here is lacking a couple of pillars, obviously stuck underneath the highways. I'd like to see them in place there. And our first intersection is one of these three-way things. We will come back and have a look at this a bit later on, because there is a key point of discussion on this particular intersection, despite it being a little bit clunky looking. But yes, we sold tobacco, Condor being a specific brand, and I had one particular customer who liked Condor. In fact, he was switched between Condor and some Bruno Ready Rubbed. He liked those two brands, and he used to come in with a little note saying, I mean, he was a man of advancing years. He wasn't super old, probably as old as I am now, I would suggest. He would come in with a little note at first, because he was profoundly deaf and he found it very difficult to communicate. So he just put a little note on the counter should say Condor or St Bruno on it, and we would serve him whatever he asked for. And then as we got to know him over the years, he would actually come in and verbalise. Here we go, start square intersection. We'll tell you about verbalisation in a moment. Start square intersection. Start square is up this little dead end up here. And I could deal with the gap between the pillars on that bit, I feel it's not as bad as the previous one. Then through a little dip there, and up the top here, start square up here, it's got a little roundabout in place as well. The clue to the problem with the intersection is also on that roundabout for regulars that are looking out for these things. But yes, so he used to come in and he used to verbalise. He very, very rare he would say anything, because obviously he literally couldn't hear a word he was saying. Hang on, blue mantle, there you go. And so he had the deepest voice, and he'd come in and he would say, Condor. Almost literally like that. Oh, look at this. At first glance, this looks quite fun. We've got a little bit of glitchy water there. We've obviously got some vanilla rocks going on, or a surface rocks. There you go. We've got surface rocks under there, which is causing that water to be really...
Come here now, girl.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to a little bit of Bonhaven with me, BonBonBB. I can't say my name. Hi, hello. I'm BonBonB. You're very, very welcome. Sorry, as you may be able to tell, my chest infection and my asthma haven't sorted themselves out, which is a little bit of a pain. But you know what? I'm going to be fine. Okay, I'm going to be fine. These things normally take 3-4 days to clear up, and I've had this a couple of days now, so maybe I'm halfway through it, maybe, and it should be clear by Christmas, which is great. Not that it makes any difference, because Christmas 2023 I am completely going solo, just like last year actually, and I really enjoyed last year. Yes, I'm going to miss Mum, of course I miss Mum, but we are I will say we, me, myself and we're going to have a really good time. Okay, so today back at Bonhaven, there she is. There's Bonhaven. Looking down from the docks, from the ports. Have I got anything coming in at the moment? I've got one going out at the moment. Okay, city is doing fine. Now, if you watched last night's stream, you will have seen the population rise to about 80,000. We're at 72,000 at the moment. I could have loaded the autosave, but because I really didn't watch the growth of the city, I just let it go. I'd rather just to keep half an eye on it as the city grows just a little bit. So I've just gone back to the last full load. Have we got a traffic accident? We have a traffic accident, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be slowing the traffic. This car in that lane. Oh, it's the police car. That's okay. Don't stop for the police. Oh, both. Now you're causing problems. This is reckless behaviour by the police, right? Do you need to block both lanes? The traffic was flowing fine until you turned up, you absolute numpties. That's ridiculous. I'm guessing you were the car driver. Rebecca Carter. Doesn't say what she's doing. Says she's happy. Well, maybe she's happy because she's been involved in a car accident. I reckon that's what it is. But yeah, everything was fine until the police arrived. And then they did this. What a bunch of morons. How long are they going to stay there? Until this car turns up? Can the police turn that car up? Why do we need 2 police cars? I mean, for this one, maybe. That's a slippery slope, I'll tell you. Yeah, we'll stop worrying about that, because I have loose ends to tie up this morning. Loose ends, I tell you. And they relate to a couple of road connections that I haven't connected on kind of the extremities of the city build. I need to find them first of all. Let's do the what I'm going to call the easy one first. Easy in as much as this tile is bought. We're obviously going to connect from here to here, but I don't want it to be too direct. So what we have, this is Tower Fields. The entrance to Tower Fields is via this intersection up here. So any traffic coming over the highway here, will normally traffic come all the way up and through here and back down. Now this is a suburban neighbourhood. I don't really want heavy traffic cutting through because it's a shortcut via the link here. So any traffic running from Booker and South Booker, I don't really want it taking this. So I'm going to make this a bit convoluted just to lengthen the journey a little bit. Plus I also think it's quite hilly, this area as well. So there's probably reason for it to be convoluted. So yeah, it's, well, I don't know how convoluted it's, yeah, there is a slope, quite a steep slope here. So the curve goes down there. Can't really see with all the trees. I reckon we'll do some sort of building here. I don't know what at the moment, but we'll make room for a service building, like a road maintenance depot or something up in this area, and then have the other as like a dirt track. What the speed limit was on dirt tracks, so it's going to be slow, right? A narrow and slow speed unpaved road for vehicles. Yep, that will do. And we'll bring it a convoluted route down and then connect it in there just to lengthen the route. I think that's what we'll do. Let's start off by bringing this in. I probably want to extend it down just a fraction more. Asymmetrical. Oh, how do I do that then? Oh no, that's not. It's not asymmetrical. I'm just being a fool. Just the way that it connects is quite pearly. Right, we're on it. I'm on it. Right, where up here? This kind of flat area here. Is there room in there for? I know we've got power lines, so I can remove those. That's not a problem. Road maintenance depot. Yeah, we can fit one in there. That's not an issue at all. We'll move the power line a little bit. Throw down the road maintenance depot up at the top there. And that'll be 3 on the map. And that's got to help with the problems. We've had a lot of traffic accidents on this map. Probably induced mostly by the weather. But extra road maintenance vehicles have got to be a help, I feel. Pause the simulation while I remove some power lines for a moment. Pull up the power lines. And connect those together down there. Now we have plenty of room over here for that road maintenance depot, which I will immediately extend for more vehicles. There's also room for something else up there, but I don't really know what I want in this area right now. But there's room for something else, which is great. Okay, now let's bring that dirt road down and about. So anyway, good morning everybody. I hope you're all feeling rather fine. I'm not as bad as my voice would make you think. It is croaky, but it's sort of oaky croaky, right? The worst thing is I just a little bit of a sore throat. And of course, not being able to be understood by anybody is it's a bit of a pain, but there we are. bring this down, follow like the natural curvature of the terrain there. Right, so we now have a dirt track that connects those two areas, two loose ends that are now no longer loose ends. What else could we have over here? Do you know what? Thinking of power, a second emergency battery station might be a thing. Wow, look at the way that the power lines are connecting directly to that. That's the let me bring this down here. Excuse me, I was trying to, there we go. Right, so if I connect that down there, look at the way the power line's just trying to grab on there. But that's quite funny. Sorry. Anyway, emergency battery station. That would fit over here. Let me move this one, as we haven't started the simulation yet. And then the emergency battery station there. And then that there. Yeah, that is going to supply backup battery power for this area in the event of a blackout, I reckon. I reckon so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide some underground cables as well. Tempted to do overground, but let's go underground. Underground cables down onto this road network even. I'll take it a little bit further and connect it down there, just so that, because this will carry 40 megawatts, and now we can get 40 megawatts coming this way. So basically this can supply 80 megawatts down to this area rather than just the 40 in the event of an emergency. I think that can work. I'm quite happy with that addition to Bonhaven. There wasn't really much I wanted to do up in this area, and I think that kind of fits. Just a couple of extra erroneous buildings down here, and then the dirt track slowing traffic down. Be interesting to see if any traffic uses the dirt track. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. I'm going to grab my coffee. Let me grab my coffee. I need a coffee. I'll be absolutely happy if no traffic uses this dirt track. The dirt track there is more for aesthetic purposes, really, I think. But it is there as a shortcut. Here come the road maintenance vehicles. This is pretty cool. If they're already going out, it means they're needed. How many vehicles are we? 15 of 15. Wow. I now have 45 road maintenance vehicles out, and I'm losing money probably because of it. I'm losing 100,000 an hour. I was gaining money a minute ago. What is going on? The game balance is still a little bit wibbly wobbly. Oh, here comes the first vehicle to use this road. Is a snowplow. And why not? I don't know if anybody else is going to use it too. We'll come and check on this road later. What's this? Ivy Lane. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, now the next loose end I want to connect up is a little bit more complicated. A little bit. So what we have over here, this the game gave this area the name Thornton's End when I districted it. When I made the area a district, there we go. Thornton End. Well, there's the edge of the map. This is the end. Like it. So it will stay Thornton End. Came up with Green Acres for the area where I got my farm. I'm happy with that as well. So those are the two that the game have named. Thornton End here. This is Thornton End passenger station. We do have a passenger line running down to Newtown, but it's not heavily used. Is this the passenger train from Newtown? We'll soon see if it pulls into the station. No, that's going straight out of the city. Okay, that's fine. So we've got that area there. We also have this area here where we have the road coming up. This is Longman. This road I'm intending to go up the peninsula. We'll get some low density residential dotted around the lake because it looks like somewhere that would have low density residential just dotted around it. Little bridge here, little bridge here, which means we can access, again, this is quite a hilly area, so this will there's definitely be a coastal community along this area here. Light low density commercial buildings down here, which then leads you down to this area here, with the horn here, this area where the tree coverage is mostly, what's the word I'm looking for? Flat. There we go. Sorry, brain is full of lurgy, so words are hard. So Thornton End we will be able to extend via a bridge, maybe two, but definitely one bridge across here. We'll build into this area and then we'll connect up the loose end so you can access Longman via that route into Thornton End. Again, how much traffic will use it? Next to nothing, but I like the idea of being able to go either way around the lake rather than being here and not being able to get here without having to go all the way into the big old intersection via the trumpet intersection, down, up and down. It just makes sense to me, and I want to do this now. We are going to need to buy some tiles. We have the money. We're losing money, but we have the money. So I'm going to buy all 4 of those, and I think all 4 of those, and I think that's everything we need to go. That's the plan anyway. Bear with me. Actually, bear with me just one shake of the tail of a lamb. Oh. I'm going to mute the mic temporarily while I clear my nostril. Won't be a second. And I would appear to still be alive. Lovely. So there's my plans for here now. Let's start by extending this road here with its transformer and everything. I think we'll go straight down to a regular 2-lane road. I'll throw a regular 2-lane road, not a dirt track. There we go. Throw a roundabout in here. Little mini one. Make that area just feel a little bit more. I could actually downgrade this road as well. In fact, the entirety of that needs to be down, doesn't it, I think? Which means we'll probably end up getting rid of the roundabout. Right, let's do that instead. That feels more reasonable and believable. just a central road running up the middle of the peninsula where it's flat. Up to there. This area is hillier than I thought it was going to be, actually. I don't know that it's quite what I had in mind, but okay, let's do a little block like that there. We'll do a little block like that there. We are going to want that bridge. I want to see how this looks as we go and place it. Too high. What about this one? I'd rather not have the central pillar. Yeah, that's going to be okay. I know it's dirt, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay like that. There we are. Right, that connects those two together nicely. Now we need to connect these two up. Like so. We'll do some estate building over there as well, but now we need to connect. Actually, we're not going to connect around this way because that is too steep. What we will do is we'll just throw a little extension to the network off this way, and a little extension off that way, so we've just got a little bit of housing going on. Going up there. I think that's where that ends. And then this one here is where the I think we'll go standard road bridge here. Just a regular bridgeo like that. That'll do. That will do. And we're going to connect that down onto there. And then we need to connect into this area, and I'm going to just try and follow the line of terrain just north of, or just above, because we're at about 11 meters here. We're just going to stay slightly left of this heavy dark line, which suggests 10 meters above sea level. And we're going to stay around about that level where possible. Let's bring the road. Oh, we're gone up to nearly 20 meters there, but it was steep, and sometimes you have to accept that you can't have it exactly how you want it. But that, to me, has connected us into that area. Is that, do you know what that is, you know? There, that's better, isn't it? That is better. Now it just leaves us this area here, which is almost I think suitable for a grid. It's really hard to see the lines of terrain here, but they are quite separated. I reckon this is quite flat. So let's use the grid tool. We'll see what the grid tool gives us, eh? Yeah, that's not bad. Probably could have come a little bit further out. And I'll do these by hand though. Well, we're going to need the bridge. We're going to need a bridge. I think here. So I'm looking at this road here. We're going to draw a road off from here to be Bridge Road. Bridge Road, this one. Come on, we need it named. And I need to elevate it slowly. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Actually, you can do it from there. That's all right. Right. Bring it around here. Up a little bit. Up to here. Up a little bit. And I needed to start earlier. I needed to start earlier. I knew I needed to start earlier. So we're going to try that again. That's 5 meters. Stop it. All the way down to the bottom. Come on. There we are. Ground level. 2.5 meters. Arrgh. I annoy myself sometimes. Most of the time. There we go. That's the way to do it. Oh. Come on. Down to there. And back down to ground level. Giving us a nice suburban bridge over. That's very nice. And we have room here for throwing a road under to connect up like here. Where are we? Where's this road? Are we at ground level? We are at ground level. Why does it not feel like it's a ground level? Don't know. But it's fine. It's fine. This one can come out here. We're going to have to curve that in. This one can come out here. And we'll straight line it into there. And then we'll put a little curve onto this. And we can straight line that. Nice. Nice little commercial area going on down here. That is elevated, but not elevated. Embanked, but not elevated. I don't mind putting a little offshoot from there. There we are. That's come together very nicely. A little commercial bit behind there as well. And then that. And that's, there we are. Oh, it's always very pleasing when the roads come together and just cause. The road tools in Cities Skylines 2 are beautiful. Little bit finicky here and there. What can you do though? it's just one of those things. Yeah, nothing is ever perfect, and sometimes you are fighting with the snapping. There are good snapping tools, but sometimes you still fight with them. Little curve into there, and oopsie, where that's going. How about that? There we go. So this is very much the commercial area, which is only accessed by this single bridge. I almost feel like it needs another bridge. I think this might get a little bit over. We might end up needing to upgrade this. And do you know what? I might just do it now. Because we're going to get some population here. And there might be some that's trying to sneak down via this road. I mean, how much? How much is going to sneak down via this road rather than... I'm going to leave that as is. I'm going to leave that as is. And if it gets too much, it gets too much. We'll upgrade it then. Right, we were now extending the grids down. Like so, and like so. Beautiful. Yep, that'll do. Go you in and connect you up. Go you down and connect you to there. In fact, you know what? I am feeling like a proper connection. Just little little crescenty type thing going on there. Okay. There we are, a few dead ends there. A few stray ends. Do like a stray end every now and then. So long as it's not dangling out of my nostril. By which I mean nasal hair, not gloop, which is probably more likely today. Oh, look at how this just came together. Look at how this guy... I did not anticipate that being a thing. But that became a thing. Right, so there's your hill pushing on up. Is there a bit of flattish land over here? I think there is. So we can do a little bit of exploration up into this area. I say flattish, it's really not flat, but bring this down to here. Chat's very quiet this morning. What's wrong with you guys? And have you hit the like button yet? There's my question. There is my question. Has anybody hit the like button yet? Oh, 2 of you. Bless you. Bless your souls. Thank you so much. Without me even asking you, you have interacted. You have won YouTube today. Well done. Jolly well done. There's my socials. That's my reward to you. My little reward. Well done to everybody. You can come talk to me on other locations. There we go. Now, this area over here is very clear where the bring it down to here, and brings it parallel with the railway. Bridge starts there, so yeah, don't mind that like that. All said we were going to be able to connect that under there, didn't we? There we go. All connects up beautifully. Oh, I like that. Well done. Well done. There is definitely therapy involved in putting out a road network in this game. Yeah, is it the slope too steep? How was that slope too steep? The land's perfectly flat. Look, slope too steep. When I said there's therapy involved in this game, there probably isn't. Is it just this last bit here? What is wrong with that? Well, it just maybe... That's weird. That is very weird. But never mind, you know. If it won't let me do it that way, we'll do it this way instead, right? An imperfect grid is what we'll have instead. Doesn't always have to be perfection. Am I good with that? I am. I'd love to have a bridge at this end, but again, you look at the terrain here. We are. Well, it looks like this is going up onto an embankment. It bridges. Hang on, let me just see. Oh, that is exactly perfect. I plan this all the time, you know. Let's go with this. Let's go with this, all right. Little dive down. Don't give me overlapping. There's nothing overlapping. Just needs to. Oh yeah. Just needs to go a bit deeper. Just needs to go a little bit deeper. Needs to go a lot bit deeper. Right, so we now have that dirt track, and we're going to have a dirt track here. This comes, it's like a, the locals couldn't be bothered to go around the long way, so we have that. There we go. Beautiful. Right, so Thornton End needs to be extended. Let's do that. Let's do these things, shall we? Right, Thornton End can include all of the bay. Really hard to see the district lines against the snow. I don't know how much of that is my colour vision. It could be. But that is really difficult to see for me. I imagine it's the same for everybody, because it's not so much colour vision, it's contrast, isn't it? I wouldn't know. It would be a pure guess. Right. So, okay. What district is that then? Oh, that's the top of Tower Fields. So Thornton End meets Tower Fields here. And then Thornton End is quite an expansive, low-density residential area. Did we give this a elementary school? We did. It does have a school down here. Let's go and check the usage. It's full. It's full. Holy crap. Okay, we need another school. That's not a problem. It's just I didn't expect to have to put another school down. One over here. There we go. And to make absolutely certain everybody is happy, we'll do the usual one of those, one extension wing, and the playground. Right, so another school there. We have the firehouses here, along with a local police station, which is somewhere. There we go. Medical clinic, police station. So that is sorted out locally quite happily. I think that's now ready just to be zoned. And there is demand, plenty of it. Plenty of everything. I've got office demand as well. Oh, I've got office demand. I did have somewhere in mind for office. I can't remember where it is, but it will come back to me. Park. I think we'll put a park over here. There we go. That'll do. And then back to zoning like a moron. That's me. Hello. We'll put houses backing onto the railway. I grew up backing onto a railway, and I'll tell you, the noise from modern trains is way lower than the old diesel. Oh my god, the noise from those diesels was absolutely, and the stink from those diesels was absolutely horrific. Let's just fill this lot out, and then we'll look to see what we can do with our medium density and especially the office. One of the next things I need to do on this build is, at the moment we're out in the sticks at the moment, clearly, because it's all woods down here. You couldn't get more sticky if you tried, really, could you? But what I really want to do is, in the downtown, I want to kind of redevelop the main road down through the downtown, because we are getting a lot of sticky traffic down there. But it means killing quite a bit of what we have down there already. And it makes me a bit sad to do it, but it's needing to be done now. So we're going to have a more modern downtown, running north to south. It's actually technically east to west, but because the way that I look at the map, I got that wrong, and so it's north to south, right? Okay, this is all commercial in here. Commercial. It's not ideal for commercial. I will accept that in terms of getting goods to this area. Oh, do you know what? I'm not. Getting goods to this area is very awkward. So, to be fair, it's not ideal. But it is what it is. We'll go for low density residential at the end there as well. There we are. How's that looking? Might have to mute the mic again in a second for another nasal clearance. I don't want to disturb you too much by that, so bear with me 1 second while I do that. And I'm back. Right, okay, so the snow is now clearing, which hopefully make districts. So we've got a mess of districts as well, where I tried drawing out the districts down in... Where am I? Where am I? Old Town here. Yeah, the district layout in here is a mess. And it's literally because I couldn't see where the districts were. Right, so that is... God, I can't... I literally, they're a mess now. Right, so that is definitely good. That's definitely the old town, so that's good. What's this? Why are you snapping back to there? Oh, district snapping's a pain. How do I delete a district? Is there a way of deleting districts? Is there a district menu here? I do hope so. Building levels, land values, profitability, workplace, water pollution. Don't think there is, you know. Tourism, post. I need to provide postage. I haven't done that yet. The name of the district is in the right place here, but this is overlapping. Okay, let's try doing a... If I select that and click delete, does that do it? No. But they are very much connected together now. That might be a problem. It won't let me snap that over. Yeah, there's a problem with the district tool, without question. Because this... I mean, that's correct, isn't it? Won't let me move that at all. So that is definitely Old Town, which definitely I want that up there, but it won't let me snap it up there at all. Yeah, because I couldn't see the district's lines in the snow, we've ended up with an absolute mess of a district down here. At least the name's in the right place. I'm happy with the named location, but yeah, the actual district is complete. I mean, over here, even if I try and go onto the line, this one shows up the district fully. Hang on. If I click on that, I can delete the district. Okay, that's good. Okay, south side. Going to delete that district. I'm going to relay the district. Newtown now. Okay. Okay, I've kind of fixed it, I think. Old Town even, not Newtown. Okay. I think we're there. I think we are there. And we're going to create a new Southside district, right? So Old Town wants to extend to include all of this. I think also, just for a bit of fun, right? So if you weren't here when I made Old Town, the idea behind Old Town was this was part of the Old Town, right? The wide road here, which looks too wide, this was supposedly the original highway, the National Road highway that came through the city before the main highway that we have here. And of course the town was built off of that highway, but also was built off of the railway, which we have here. We have this siding, which is the original rail connection through. And what we have here is, using barns, I've made the old station of ye olden days. So therefore we have Old Town stuck there between the highway and the more modern railway. I kind of like that. But off here, where the Old Town continues, again, just up from the railway, but then this road I continue just for fun all the way down to here, where we just have a little stray community down here. I think I'm going to make this its own district and call it something with stray in it. I think that's what we'll do. Why not? Why not? Straighten River. Ravenswood-Dale. That's not bad, right? But no, it's going to be Straighten. Straighten. There we go. Right. Just a little village down by the highway. They just wanted to get away from that lot. It's a commune. We have a commune down here. Okay, so done that. Now, what was the... Oh, Southside needs to be redistricted, doesn't it? So let's do that now. One down to here. Down to here. Here. That includes the rail depots all the way across to there. What did the game call it? King's Corner. Wow, brilliant name. But not what we're going to be calling it. We are definitely, although technically it's East Side. Again, I didn't know my cardinal directions when I named it, but it's definitely South Side, right? Okay, good. How are we doing for time? Hi, ambient sound. How you doing? All right. My PC spec, I'm going to have to look it up because I don't remember all the bits and bobs. Bear with me a second. Right, and right, so I have the AMD Ryzen 9 3950X 16 core CPU. We have the motherboard is a Gigabyte X570 Gaming X. We have 64 gigabytes of Vengeance DDR4 RAM, and the graphics card is the 11 gigabyte NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. I've got two storage drive of the SSD, 2 TB SSDs as well, so plenty of that, and the most generic boring case that you could ever ask for, because honestly I don't look at my PC when I'm playing with my PC. I don't I mean, I understand people that want a pretty PC. It's just not me. Not me that wants a pretty PC, it's other people. But anyway, all good. So Longman and Thornton End now connected. Those two loose ends. Oh, we've got a little bit of zoning we can do down here as well. Okay, let's do, you know what, I'm just going to do it in a chunk like that. We'll do it in a chunk like this. And like so. But yeah, I wouldn't have this PC if it wasn't for the support from my Patreon and YouTube membership BonBonBuddy, so thank you so much. There's no way I could have ever afforded this setup without the help from you guys, and God bless you all. I love you dearly. There we are. Let's just go with a little bit of extra zoning down this way. Why not? Why not? Hey, this is low density stuff down here. Out here on the edge of the city. It would look weird if I did anything other than low density down this way. Gotcha. I think in this area we can go big. How's that? Is that alright? I think it's okay. Now I'm just going to taper down again the sizes of the buildings as we push on down this road. Well, just separated. It's a separate little town of its own being. Off of Longman. May even get its own name. What do we think? There we are. Do we maybe... Oh, hang on. We've got water problems. We got water problems. I will go fix that. I'm just going to do a couple of buildings over this way, though. Right, so if we've got water problems, that means I've got to pump some more, probably. Let's see what my water availability is. Oh, why have we got water problems? I don't know, but we can pop down a water tower. Water towers don't work as I would want them to work in this game. Well, I'm sure. I'm working on the water tutorial at the moment. Oh, and sewage as well. Hang on, no, there's your problem. Of course, I knew this. I knew this. Dirt tracks don't have, dirt bridges don't have pipes. They have power, but they don't have pipes. Well, they sent us with us a water tower over here, which actually I really don't mind in that area. That'll do. How are we looking? Hi, 5-4. Sleep time for you. Yeah, sleep well, my friend. Yeah, thanks, Ambient. I appreciate that. I appreciate my BonBon buddies. They're the best. I'm so grateful. Putting a lot of work into the channel, and the people that appreciate that supported the channel, and it's just enabled me to go up. I had an i7, which was fine, but it would definitely be struggling with the game now at this point in the development. But yes, so we have over here Thornton End is now a little bit chunkier. Might be tempted to throw a couple of medium densities down here, just a couple. So it is its own standalone town area, isn't it? Do you know what? I'm going to do that. It's just a couple. I'm not going to go crazy. Medium density. One here. One there. And one there. There. Just make the area look a little bit more interesting by having something with a little bit of moderate height on it. But yes, now I don't say I'm going to be doing an awful lot more on the build today, but here is the reason that I need to work the downtown. Anything in the downtown which has been abandoned lately, I've been bulldozing, dezoning and bulldozing. So not just bulldozing, but dezoning and bulldozing, because there have been ongoing problems. So we do have a few gaps around here. That's fine. But what I'm probably going to do is, if I come out of here, let's go down into photo mode. So the main road through downtown from this direction, simulation's not running. Okay. The main road through here, which I have widened, put in these little frontage roads as well across the fronts of the stores. This has helped. It's not perfect down here. What's going on with you? You ran out of snow, my friend. Is that your problem? Did you run out of snow? Oh, that's better. Anyway, yeah, this road here now cuts up and through the busiest part of downtown down here, and on the whole it's a lot better. I definitely want to rework this road coming down into the middle of town down here, because this is definitely still giving us problems, but it is working now, so I don't mind it too much. But yeah, it's definitely an issue, this area. But the main route up via here from Smoke City, yeah, this corner here is a nightmare. Always has been. I don't even know why it narrows up to just the one there. This is a is that just the way that that is zoned? Let me pause the game a second and bulldoze the road and then replace the road. Something there is not right, is it? No, that's fine. That just connects in exactly as it should do. I'm just going to replace that like for like, which I think was the 3-lane, wasn't it? I think. Yep. Oh, come on. Ah, it's because I was in grid modes. There we go. Well, that looks better. But yeah, the whole entirety of this is not good. And there's a lot to fix, because right here, I've chosen to go with the subway station. And we've got bus stops right outside the subway station. Not that I can see them right now, but they are here. And so, for me, fixing this area, I think what I probably end up doing is just bringing that road up and having the main junction about this point, and then bringing this in this way possibly. I'm not certain, but basically what we've got at the moment does not work. We have ongoing problems. Not least the placement of that pillar. I mean, come on. That is... Well done, game. Well done, game. Oh, wow. That's genius. It's not... Is it not genius? It's genius. But yeah, this is... given it's about midnight, which is obviously a quieter time of the day, you imagine what this is like during the rush hour. Not clever. So I've got a lot of things to work on in this area. A lot of things to work on. But yes, that's this road coming up through here, connecting to here. Certainly up to about this point, I think we've got to widen it and make it more accessible. Now, I did say something about the office demands. Now, if I remember rightly, I have. What am I looking for? Signature buildings. I still need another 121 cells worth of office, low density office, before I can get the signature buildings. I would quite like them. And I did have an idea where I wanted to put them, and I think I've now zoned on that area. I think it was down here. Okay, let's look at south side over here. Yeah, south side over here. I think a little bit of office along here. Just a little officey area. What do we think in here? Thing is, I think that's the entirety of it, is it not? Yeah, I think we're gone. Thing is, I don't know if that doesn't feel like an office area either. Oh, that's going to be low density residential too. No, that's medium density. What I want is low density. There we go. Right. Over here by the cargo. Is... bring the road off down here. Hang on, do I want to connect that to there? Is there any shortcut? There isn't a shortcut. Doesn't really matter if I connect that to there then. I'm just gonna... oh, hang on, wrong road. Wrong road. Oh, come on. There we go, that's better. Traffic from south side. I don't mind that connecting. The more I look at it, the more I don't mind it connecting. There's a bit of traffic on there already, which is a bit of an issue. But I don't mind it working as it does there. That will do fine. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we could do level crossing across into this area. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Yep, that'll do. Now, this is where we can officify just things a bit. Let me cut that back a bit. And I'll take those out of there. see, I've got a thriving metropolis. What do you know, eh? City is coming along nicely. I appreciate the support. 17 more tiles, 36 more development points. 43 points to spend. Maybe I should. How nice is that? That's good, I guess. That to there. Hang on. So did that unlock? Yes, we have. This is the new signature buildings that I've been looking for. So Principis, which is companies working in this modern office building, not only make sure the justice is served, but the efficiency actually helps reduce the crime rate in the neighbourhood. Very nice. We are definitely going to use that. Don't know what it looks like, but somewhere in here would be great. I'm not going to do it right now because maybe that can be part of the downtown redevelopment structure. Morning, Snoozeby. How am I, mate? I'm croaky still croaky, but yeah, it's fine. It's coming out of me now, I think. We have some industrial demands. I don't think we've got an awful lot of space down here now for new industries, but we'll see what we can do. Fill. That's going to be better, I think. Or we can do some, probably an offshoot. What's the road down? Oh, this is hilly as well. Everywhere is really hilly around here. Where I'm going to go for more industrial zone. I mean, you've got this over here. This is a long way from anywhere. Oh, it's also outside of the city build area, so I can't build there. There's room over here. I mean, maybe a small industrial area here with a port, and connect these up together as well. Just a thought. This is definitely the airport waiting to happen. Yeah. Okay, I'm running out of flat space here for the city. So a lot of the development of the city now is going to be, I mean, we might be able to get some ore or oil from somewhere, but a lot of the development city now is just going to be redeveloping the areas that we've got and just basically trying to get some more population in. I'm going to target to try and get to about 100,000 population total. I think that's my my target for this build before I start my next one. We have abandoned buildings. Again, I'm sticking by what I have been doing, which is when I get an abandoned building, I de-zone the building, I bulldoze the building. The weird thing is, this is a low rent building, and the reason why it's abandoned, if I click on this, oh, they're happy at the moment, but yeah, the wealth of this building was generally wealthy, but they were complaining about the high rents in a low rent building, which is confusing to say the least. No, that's going as well because that was abandoned, and this area needs to be redeveloped. It's a mess. It's ugly and it's a mess. It's a little bit like me in city form, I'll tell you. Another one over here. This one's been abandoned more than once as well. I'm gonna lose that. Leave us a gap on our commercial, but what can I say? Very lovely. Very, very lovely indeed. Good, good, good. I've got a few abandoned office industries, which I'm just going to bulldoze and let them respawn those in. There's no reason for these to be abandoned. I mean, occasionally you will get abandoned buildings. But yeah, the areas that I'm looking to redevelop, I'm just dezoning them and letting them die, you know, and then we'll look at the space and see what we can do with it. Not on today's stream though, that's for sure. Definitely coffee left. I've got a little bit of lukewarm coffee left. Wonder if we can get to 80,000 by the end of this stream, eh? We'll give it 10 minutes or so, and yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes or so, and at that point I'm going to have to look to go because work beckons. We are in the Christmas period. I don't know if you're aware of that. We're counting down to Christmas, and I'm in the candy industry, which is a relatively busy time for me, especially this week. Okay, let me... Oh, hello. Was this the asset that had like 100,000 vertices on it? Somebody in the modding community who knows these things. They came. Well, there's definitely a stack of logs somewhere where the the vertices count is like, yeah, try count 100,000. I mean, yeah. Mind you, we had that sort of with the barrels, didn't we, in Skylines 1? Poorly optimised, but there we go, you know. There, what can you say, eh? Traffic is... I can help you. I can help you. Let me help you with upgrading that. There you go. So you don't need to merge immediately now. Although you're probably not helping, Mr. Snowplow. Yeah, that's already starting to move a little bit better. More lanes actually fixes things in Cities Skylines too. Not all the time, but it does. I find this a really ugly part of my build. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to downgrade some of these to low density. Which is going to mean that all of these buildings can just go. There we go. And then just smaller buildings along here. Just transitions a little bit better, I think. Oh, what's going on here? Lots of traffic is what's going on here. I'm going to bulldoze before I accidentally smack something on the head. Probably want to do something similar over here. Mind you, we have a transition over here already, but it's not the smoothest one. Let's do that one too then. And that one also. There we go. Also, I'm going to do the middle section. Just like it was just an ugly line of buildings that were just in the middle of nowhere doing nothing. It was a very weird look. So Tower Fields now is just going to look a little bit more just varied, which I'm okay with. I even don't mind this stray building that I can't imagine that was me. I really can't imagine that was me, but apparently it was. So, or maybe it was the game just doing silly things. Silly things. Let me just check through my stats before we wind up the stream. So power, we're producing well, more than enough. Just making sure it gets to all the locations is the thing now. Water, producing more than plenty. Sewage treatment, more than plenty. We are fine. Healthcare, average health 70%. I don't know if that's good or not, but it doesn't sound great, does it? 61 patients, whatever's. Crematorium, 271 deaths a month. We can handle 536. That's good. Right, garbage. Landfill is it's filling up. We've got 451 stored with 683 capacity. That is filling up fairly quickly. We might need a second landfill. Where would I want my second landfill? It can go in an awkward location because obviously it's landfill, right? Here's our existing one. Here. That is where we're going to have our landfill. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it with one of those. Landfill. Road required. Well, you're going to have one, so stop griping, okay? Hang on, no. I'll let the road come and connect up properly down here. So we have a road connection at both ends. Right, so that should help with the landfill issues. Tucked in on the end there. Sirens for the BonBonBingo players. Link is no longer in the description. Right, and down into that mode there. There we are. Look at the city. What was this, about 100,000? That's going to be my... Sorry, I'm croaking here. I was looking to see whether we get to 80,000. I should leave that open, actually, so I can see what the population climb is. We are losing money at the moment, but this is all spikes and troughs, and I have no idea why. And it's not just me. I was chatting with This Old Gamer, and they've got exactly the same, where 1 minute they're making a million an hour, and the next minute they're losing $1 million an hour. So there's definitely something not quite right with the simulation on that, but it's not bad, okay? And I've got 20 million to lose, so that's not a big problem. Even though I'm losing $250,000 an hour, I could burn through that 20 million very quickly. I expect that will pick up. Population, yeah, growing comfortably, But yes, I think the intention for this city is to get to at least 100,000. I don't want this to be one of those mega cities where we push on to like a 300, 400, 500,000, maybe even a million. That's not my intention with this one. It never was. This was just my first serious build of a city in CS2, and just to see, does it look good? I like the shape of this city. I like the shape. I'm gonna showcase it again. So for those that haven't had a look around, so downtown is a mess at the moment, but I always said it would be redeveloped right from the off. Downtown is this main island. Then off of downtown we have NIMBY Islands, which is just low density residential for fun. Across the water this way we go into Smoke City, because this is the smoke area. More industrial over here, where we have Harbour Town here. Ironically, the harbour isn't actually in Harbour Town. Have I given the other district a name? I don't remember if I've given the other district a name yet. No, this one needs to be a district, but I don't have a name for it yet. I'm sure I will get one. Maybe the name that the game generates will be suitable. That happens sometimes. Overlapping. It helps if you stay within the borders of the tiles that you've already purchased. There you are, down here. Connect, and through. Right. They've called it Green Peak. I don't like Green Peak. I'm going to call this insert name here, and we'll come to that later. But yeah, that is that's all my industrial areas. This side of town, the wind is blowing off in that direction, as you can tell by the smoke from the coal. And then we connect up this area here. This is mostly the educational area. We've got the university and the college here, medieval castle at the top. So because it's the educational area, this is books. So this is Booker, and down here we have South Booker. Coming down this way, this area was called Tower Fields because as I did the street layout, not by plan, it ended up with this looking like a tower and these two bits looking like wheat. So Tower Fields became the given name, and Tower Fields extends all the way up around to here as well. So all of this is Tower Fields. Green Acres just around this area here, around the fields. Old Town is tucked in between the highway and the rail, which I showed you earlier today. Newtown, no, hang on, Newtown is over here, north of the highway, between the highway and the downtown. This is all Newtown, where we have the bus depot and the main railway station for the city. Over here, south of Smoke City and south of downtown, even though it's technically east, but we won't go into that. This is south side. And we come down this way. This district here, quite a big one, pushing all the way up and down this way. This is Longman, so called because if that's a leg and that's a leg and that's a body and that's an arm and this is an arm, it's a long man. There you go. Over here was Thornton End, as named by the game. It just seemed to make a lot of sense. And again, the shapes of all of these areas has been very much dictated by the availability of land, the flat land. So it just you end up with a realistic looking shippy shape. Yeah, a shippy shape. City shape. Oh my god. I've got to talk for a living, you know. Anyway, so yeah, look at this, and this feels like a real location. And yeah, just because working with the availability of the land. And there's your city. That is how we are looking in terms of build. And we're running out of space now. I've got room for... I'm going for an airport. I think this is the airport area. I'd have to check again. But I'm pretty sure that's where the airport goes. Looking probably to link to the highway here via maybe a railway station. Looking to have the Golden Gate Bridge across here, and then a road connecting into the industrial area over there. I reckon we can make it work, just for fun. It doesn't really feel like there should be an airport over there, but I want to put an airport in, and there really isn't anywhere else that is obvious to me as being an airport location. Right, let's have a look. Oh, come on. You've got 3 minutes before I end the stream. See if you can get close. It won't get close to 80,000 in 3 minutes, will it? There you go. See what I mean about the money? We're now making 407,000 an hour. We were losing a quarter of a million an hour. What have I done that's different? Nothing. Nothing is different. So, and I know that's just a trend, but what has changed? I mean, maybe a ship's just turned up with a load of stock. Maybe that might be it. Possibly. Hi, Shake. How you doing? Good to have you along. Machine Ghosts, yeah. I was watching a Wars Like That. Newsy. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm liking the city. Okay. Mostly. There are a few bits that aesthetically aren't very pleasing to me, but again, the downtown, I've got to work this entrance into the downtown. I think the next time I'm play that'll be my priority. This all the loose ends. The aim today was to connect up Longman this way into Thornton End. We've got a whole new district, extension to the district of Thornton End there, which is just leveled up, very nice. And then there's a connection between Booker up here, connecting Booker to the top of Tower Fields, which I did say I wanted to check, see if it was being used. I don't want it being used. Let's see what we can then. Oh, there's a vehicle. Just the what? Oh, there's some use, but it is lightly used, and that I don't mind. It was, I just fears of this being a possible, just major thoroughfare, and the fact that it's just very lightly used, that just reassures me that the decision that I made with the route of this as well, taking it away before bringing it back in and going with the dirt track, I think that was the right decision there. Yep, quite happy with that. So I'm 500 short of the 80,000 target, which is fine. I don't mind that, because we've got plenty. We've got high density demand, we've got medium density demand, we've got demand on everything basically. So yeah, next time I live stream, which will probably be, I'm thinking Wednesday morning, probably. I'm going to be working on this area. I may have started it already, possibly. I don't stream everything that I play live. More sirens. Yeah, I don't stream everything I play live. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll redevelop this area, and it should just look and feel a little bit better. And then with all the demand, we can then basically push on. Get a little bit of medium density here and there, and the extra medium densities should be enough. I think medium and high density should be enough to get the population up over the 100,000, and then we'll get the airport in, and I think that will be the build done. There we are. It's lovely. Nino. This is Lakeland, absolutely. It's so big. That's what she said. That's what she said. Yeah, it might be so big, but I'm now running out of land. Okay, even with the larger map, I'm feeling that this is not a big enough map, given what we've got available, right? In terms of game. I'm just going to pause. I'm going to mute while I blow my nose. Won't be a second. I'm back just in time for another siren. Just for those of you that like the sirens. You're only here for the sirens. Oh. I think I went down a different route. No, it's going by now. Literally just going by now with the siren switched off. But it did have sirens as it approached. But there we go. Yes, that's it for me for now. Been a lot of fun having you guys here along for the ride. The what's it called? Social media stuff is on the screen now for those of you that like to follow me in multiple sources. And for those of you that don't want to look at that, we haven't done one of these for a while. Let's have the one of those in the top right hand corner for fun. Yeah, love it. Right, anyways, yeah, it's been good. Couple of hours, extra build, and it's just chilled me out in time to go and do a day facing the real people of the world. And most of them suck, right? I think we appreciate that people suck. Oh dear. Oh blimey, that's off centre, isn't it? My bouncing bonbon needs to be aligned. I need to do some tweaks. I'm not going to do it now though, because it's the end of the stream. But as always, I appreciate you being along for the ride today. I've been BonBonB. Yeah, you've been very, very welcome. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.
Come here now, girl.